Niner Empire, what up? Cam Rogers coming at you for the 49ers report. Let's get into those 49ers news and nuggets. We have our offseason schedule set, ready to go. The NFL released the dates for all 32 teams. So here's a rundown of what to expect this offseason. You see the first day, April 16th, followed by OTAs in late May, 21st and 22nd, as well as the 24th and the 29th and 30th. Then in June, June 1st, June 4th and 5th, and June 7th. And then you got mandatory minicamp, June 12th through the 14th. All teams will have 2 weeks of strength and conditioning work to kick things off before a second phase of work that involves on-field activities. Can you feel it in the air, ladies and gentlemen? The NFL offseason continuing to roll on. You got the draft. Everybody's really excited in Niner Empire. Let's get to news nugget number 2. How about Ahkello Witherspoon buying his dad a new car on April Fool's Day, no less? No April Fool's joke here, ladies and gentlemen. This actually went down, and if Witherspoon continues to build upon his play from his rookie campaign, I'm telling you, he might be able to buy his dad a house pretty darn soon. Here's a look at the picture of the truck that Ahkello bought his dad. Brand new, looking good there. And you got to love it when a rookie, or I guess you could say going into his second year, is already buying big-time gifts for his family. That's good stuff right there. Let's get into news nugget number 3 here. DeForest Buckner actually did play an April Fool's joke on everybody on Twitter. So there was an April Fool's article, shall we say, from a 49ers site that recently tweeted the headline that DeForest Buckner was traded to the LA Rams in exchange for, wait for it, a 2019 8th round pick. There's literally no such thing as an 8th round. And an assistant water specialist. How about that for a blockbuster deal? And then Buckner, of course, had fun with that headline on Twitter, as you see there, saying, looks like I'm moving on, LA bound. Don't you worry, 49ers fans. Everything is okay. Buckner is remaining on that defensive line for San Francisco. I'll get into the latest 49ers news in a matter of moments, but first, a word from our sponsor, Game Time.
Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
Get up to 60% off all those last-minute sports tickets, concert tickets, and so much more. Game Time, sponsoring the 49ers report here today. All right, folks, it's time to get into those rumors. As you see there are the 49ers drafting Auden Tate. We're giving this 2 Jetheads. Firmly in that rumor category, something is simmering here. So the team is reportedly hosting Tate for a pre-draft visit today, going on right now. And look, you can't deny this kid's size, 6'5", 228 pounds. The main knock on him is his ability to create separation. He had one of the worst 40-yard dash times among wide receivers at the NFL Combine, but he certainly finished his college campaign with some solid momentum, with a college career with 5 receptions for 84 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 42-13 victory over Southern Mississippi in the Independence Bowl. That's how he wrapped up his college career. Not too bad there. He can catch through contact, has really solid ball skills. He'd be a worthwhile option in rounds 4 or 5. Wide receiver is likely to be addressed in the later rounds here for the 49ers. I think Tate would be worth a shot, maybe as a red zone specialist down the line. So 2 Jetheads there. You're watching the 49ers report. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Cam Rogers. Check me out on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. You saw those 2 Jetheads. What do they mean? Well, here's a rundown of the rumor meter. So 0 Jetheads, fake news. Do not believe in that rumor at all. 1 Jethead, little truth to the rumor. 2 Jetheads, as you saw, it's simmering firmly in that rumor category. 3 Jetheads were faithful in the accuracy of the report. 4 Jetheads, very confident it's happening. All right, let's get to rumor number 2. Are the Niners drafting Harold Landry? We are giving this one 2 Jetheads here. And so the story with this, the rumor origin, of course, Pro Football Focus, as you see at the top of your screen. So they did a mock draft recently projecting the 49ers to grab Harold Landry. Landry obviously has explosiveness, no doubt about it. It showed in 2016. He finished with 18 sacks, 7 quarterback hits, and 44 hurries on only 322 rushes. did deal with some injuries back in 2017, which slowed him down a bit. Now, drafting an edge rusher not named Bradley Chubb in the top 10 sounds like a bit of a reach for me here. Now, if the 49ers don't get an offer that really intrigues them in terms of trading back in the draft, maybe they go ahead and get Landry at the number 9 overall pick. We'll see what happens. Let's get to rumor number 3 here. How about the Niners drafting Roquan Smith? We'll give this one to Jedheads as well, firmly in the rumor category here. So, Smith recently told reporters that he'll be meeting with the 49ers in a pre-draft visit. He'll also be visiting the Bills, Bears, and Colts. Smith would be an intriguing selection here. The 49ers currently have Reuben Foster in the middle. They got Malcolm Smith at weak side and Eli Harold at strong side. The caveat with Foster here is that he could miss some time due to ongoing domestic violence investigation, and drafting Roquan wouldn't be a bad idea to fill a possible need and, by the way, steal him from those Oakland Raiders who probably want him at number 10 overall, so something to monitor there with Roquan Smith. All right, rumor number 4, are the 49ers drafting Derwin James? So I'm going to give this one only a single Jedhead, not very faithful in this. The rumor origin, well, is you guys, at least for those of you who recently watched our fan-led mock draft on NFL Daily here on Chat Sports, and the fans voted that Derwin James would go to the 49ers. I just don't think safety is a big-time need for San Francisco. They already have Jaquiski Tartt back there. They got Colbert as well, forming a solid young safety duo. Jimmy Ward's still back there, too. They're going to try him out at slot corner, see what they can get from him there. I'd much rather see the 49ers go go edge rusher or guard at that number 9 overall pick, or really just trade back. But I'll talk about some top targets for the first round later in the program. Derwin James, no doubt about it, fantastic athlete. He can certainly make an impact in the NFL. I'm just not so sure he's the best fit for the 49ers. Not worth the investment at number 9 overall. Let's go to rumor number 5 now. Are the Niners trading for Odell Beckham Jr.? So here is the latest. Giving this one Jedhead, little truth to this report here, but Jason La Canfora has come out recently and said that the 49ers are in, quote, proactive mode to try to grab Odell Beckham Jr. and that they have real interest in the Giants wide receiver. John Lynch is reportedly monitoring the situation closely. Now, the Giants' asking price is a lot. 2 first-round picks, and perhaps the 49ers are willing to send over their number 9 pick this year and a 2019 first-round pick, but the 49ers would have to commit at least $18 million for Odell on a yearly salary basis here. That's a lot of money. It's a good chunk of change, and the 49ers just extended Marquise Goodwin. They have Pierre Garçon. They have Trent Taylor. That's a solid wide receiver trio there. I'm not so sure Odell Beckham Jr. should be a big-time priority for the 49ers. So we're giving this one Jedhead here. How about rumor number 6? So is right tackle the 49ers' fatal flaw here? One Jedhead on this one. So NFL.com recently had a column where they essentially talked about every fatal flaw for all 32 NFL teams. And for the 49ers, it was right tackle. I just don't think that's very fair. First of all, Trent Taylor got hurt last year. He was actually a quality tackle when he was in, but when he was out, obviously, problems arose for San Francisco. Zane Beadles played right tackle, for crying out loud, and he ain't very good. So, yeah, I get it. Pass protection, run blocking wasn't very solid a year ago, especially after Trent Brown got hurt. So with Trent Brown coming back, I think he solidifies things at right tackle. And as for right guard, I wouldn't discount Joshua Garnett. I know Jonathan Cooper's in the mix, recently signed by the 49ers. But to call right tackle a fatal flaw might be a bit of a stretch there. So one Jedhead on that one. Let's go to rumor number 7 now. Is Quenton Nelson not a fit for the San Francisco 49ers blocking scheme? Now, a lot of people came at me in the comments section a week ago saying, well, Quenton Nelson isn't the prototypical Kyle Shanahan guard. I get it. So we'll give this 2 Jedheads here, something simmering on this rumor, stemming from SB Nation. So if Nelson is drafted he'd certainly be the heaviest guard on the 49ers by a solid margin. As you see on your screen, the 49ers guards weigh between 300 and 312 pounds. All right, so Quenton Nelson weighs at 329 pounds. Why do you have to be on the lighter side for Kyle Shanahan? Well, that's because Shanahan loves to do that zone blocking scheme. And in order to do that, you got to be a little lighter, quicker on your feet here. Now, Nelson is actually pretty darn quick for his size. So you got to wonder if he is the exception to that rule. Now, this is a polarizing topic for Niner Empire out there. So I want you guys weighing in. Do you want the 49ers to draft Quenton Nelson at number 9 overall? Let me know, because a few of you came out at me in the comments section a week ago, and I am opening up this forum yet again. Let me know what you think in terms of Quenton Nelson there in the first round of the draft. Let's get to rumor number 9 now. Do the 49ers need a bruiser running back? So I'm giving this one 3 Jed heads. I'm faithful in this because, yes, I believe they do. With the rumor origin here coming from NBC Bay Area, I don't think it's pressing. All right, it's not a pressing issue at this juncture. And this is stemming from Jerick McKinnon coming on over in a recent column there by NBC Sports, essentially saying, well, the 49ers don't have a hammer type of running back, and they need one. And I understand that. And McKinnon and Matt Breida are kind of similar in their skill sets, and the jury is still kind of out in terms of the type of running back that Joe Williams can be. You may be wondering, well, what about Kyle Juszczyk? He's not going to be a bruiser back, guys. Sorry. So the 49ers may lack that hammer running back right now, but they could certainly address that hole, if you will, in the draft. Maybe look at Darius Geis or Nick Chubb, and they can get a bowling ball that way. So really not a huge deal. I was reading this article, and I was thinking to myself, you know, I want to talk about this with the audience out there because I think it's important. But as we stand, I don't think any 49ers fan out there is losing any sleep because there isn't a bruiser, if you will, running back on that depth chart. All right, so 3 Jet heads on that one. Let's get to the final rumor here. Are the Niners hosting a local pro day? 4 Jet heads here. This is very darn close to becoming news, awaiting the official announcement from the 49ers when they will reportedly release the full-on list here. So what is a local pro day? So the NFL allows teams out there to hold these events so players in close proximity to the 49ers can go ahead and essentially work out and, you know, show their stuff here. The 49ers are allotted 30 official visits for pre-draft time. And this pro day actually does not count against that number. So a good opportunity for the 49ers coaching staff and 49ers leadership here to do some of their due diligence, get some research in about some potential draftees that are close to San Francisco.